fear, and love. Feel the fear and love people anyway. I've been hurt before, emotionally. Today, I don't allow happiness into my life without a full body search. It's kind of a joke, but, it's true. People have been hurt, so what's the approach? Well, it's pretty simple. There are really two emotions in life, fear and love. Which perspective do you operate from? Which do you make your decisions based from? Which attitude do you display prominently? Make sure your life's decisions and actions come from a place of love and abundance, not scarcity. And we know this, We don't want to come from a place of fear. And I'm going to give you a tip about all this in a minute. But when you do come from love, your whole world opens up and the people around you do too. There's nothing you can't have in life when you simply love people for who they are. Now, here are the ground rules. These are mine, so take them or leave them, tweak them a little bit for yourself. But here's the deal. The two emotions, fear and love. I'm going to love everyone who comes into my life. That's it. You all get unconditional love. If you mess with me, I don't care who you are, you're gone. Because I fear I'm going to be wasting my time. And yeah, I could get hurt emotionally, physically, financially, intellectually, psychologically, all the ways you can get hurt when you invite people into your world who mess with you for their own personal selfish reasons or whatever, but they're not good to you or lack the ability to treat you right. So, two emotions, fear and love. I love everyone who comes into my world, but if you mess with me, you're gone. Period. I'm not talking to you. There's the door. You're in the doghouse. I'm putting you in timeout. So I love everyone, but if you mess with me, you're gone. Now, what about letting someone in for a while and then the fear of getting hurt? Here's the deal. If you look, and this is actually very kind of strange, if you look at everyone who comes into your life like a buffet, pardon the analogy here, a food buffet. What is it typically about buffets that make us happy? And you don't have to be a fan of buffets or go to buffets to understand my analogy. Just listen to the concept, okay? Is it the selection, the variety, the newness? Oh, I didn't know you had this. Oh, wow. Oh, you're going to gorge yourself on your favorite food, Oh, I'm going to have tons of this. Oh, yeah, smiles, smiles. Of course, we know. By the end of the night, you're full and you need to be rolled out to the car. We know about that part. But the point is, that's just it. When you're done and you can take no more and that food actually is starting to work against you, what do? You leave. You loved the buffet. You enjoyed it for all it was worth. But then all things come to an end. Your day comes to an end. Your work shift comes to an end. The time you spend at the gym comes to an end. The shower you take after the gym comes to an end. You're having dinner. Dinner comes to an end. You're at the buffet for maybe 2 hours. It comes to an end. You're in a relationship for 2 days, 2 months, 2 years, 2 decades. At some point, that relationship's going to end. We don't know why. Death, divorce, separation, health, lack of chemistry, accidents. Accidents happen all the time to spouses and their mates, and it's horrible, but that's life. Life is not fair. Life is not easy. So let's just look at this newcomer into your life like a buffet. Feel the fear and eat them anyway. Feel the fear and love them anyway. We're going to enjoy them. We're going to have variety. We're going on different dates. We're going to have conversation. We're going to enjoy this. Now, here's the thing. Like a buffet, if you eat light and you don't go for a 5th plate or a 10th plate, and you have 2 to 3, you won't feel as bad, and you'll enjoy the buffet. Now, if you work on the relationship and you're good and you do the right things, the relationship will last a long time. If it doesn't, it's okay, because we're going to walk away and we're not going to think anything about it. In fact, in my book, Where Are You and Where Art Thou, I mention in one of the first parts. We are all students and teachers. In the time you were dating or married to this person, what did you learn? What did you learn? What did you experience? But what did you teach? Because you were a teacher to them too, perhaps. So back to the buffet analogy. Let's say, for example, you went to the buffet and you just ate yourself sick. Like, oh, I got to go home. I don't feel good. Yeah. You walk away. You leave the buffet. You go home. You're feeling miserable. You're just, oh, my God. I need to go on like a 10,000-mile walk. What happens? A day or two later, 3 maybe, a week, you're over it. And you're feeling better, And it's like, I think I'd like to go back to the buffet. Okay. And what do? You usually go back to the buffet. But this time, you're a little sharper, a little wiser. You're a little more selective. You eat the food items that you really like. You know not to experiment with those and that. And I'm not having any of that. But I just want these right here. And I'm going to enjoy this relationship that I have with this evening at the buffet. So kind of weird to bring in this analogy of the buffet, and I actually just thought of it right now as I'm recording this piece. Fear and love. Feel the fear and love people anyway. You know you're going into that buffet. You know you're going to get stuffed. You know you're going to go home with, I shouldn't have eaten so much. But you know you're going to get over it. You know you love the buffet, even though what it does to you. You know you're going to go back for more. So with relationships, we love the person we're with. We're enjoying them. You're teaching me a lot about myself, about other people. I'm enjoying my time with you. But wow, this has got to end. I didn't know you were a closet alcoholic or whatever, some kind of reason that it has to end. But we're not going to cry about it because we got to experience the buffet of relationships. I don't mean to put it like that, but you know what I'm saying. So fear and love. Feel the fear. Love people anyway. You do me wrong and you're out of here, but I'm going to go for it. And I love trying new dishes and new meals and new foods and new buffets. And yeah. Anyhow, I hope that makes sense. And I hope there's some lessons in there that you can learn from the analogy of the buffet and loving and fearing and just do it anyway. And what did you learn? Did you have fun? You know that nothing lasts forever. It could be 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, 2 decades. We don't know, but we're giving it our all. And I'm going to keep going back to that buffet or dating market and just yum, 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 yum. And if I get sick and I just happen to get hurt for some reason, I'll get over it. And I'll be back at it again as soon as I can. You'll get over it and then you're back at it again. Yeah, all right. Hey, let's continue to the next audio in this series. You're doing great.